You know what they say? It's all about location, location, location. And you, my friend, have chosen the wrong homestead. Hey everybody, welcome to the homestead. Yes, there seems to be a constant battle with nature when you have a homestead, especially when you live in a more remote place where you have a lot of land, maybe pasture, forest, things like that. And really, you're the maintainer of that. You're the overseer of that land. And you often sometimes come into conflict with things that grow on that land. The hornets being right there, the latest case. And so we're going to have to deal with that and remove that and keep it from being grown. Number one, it's a safety issue. We have kids running around here, and if you have a giant hornet's nest nearby where you live and play and work, that can be uncomfortable at times. So they got to go. If it's out in the woods somewhere, obviously they exist out in nature and in the forest. Okay, well, that's great. But when things like hornets, raccoons, because they eat your chickens, rattlesnakes, copperheads, things that could potentially harm you or harm your livelihood, things that you're growing, they have to be dealt with. They have to be removed. Now, skunks. So recently I got an email saying, Zach, you know what? We're having an issue with skunks. They're living underneath the crawl space of our house. Is there a way that you have come up with how to deal with these things? And my answer is yes. I just actually recently dispatched 2 skunks that were on the homestead, active on the homestead. And because we have people in the fall that come out and they camp on our land, we can't have those here. And I think they were pretty much basically living out of our greenhouse because the greenhouse is not operating right now. It's just kind of dormant, and we're going to redo that coming up this winter and get this thing going again. But they're in there. They were in there, and they were coming out at night, and a pair of them seemed like a young pair, and they had to be gotten rid of. They can't be here. So how do you deal with that? And let me tell you up front, you can absolutely humanely remove skunks without hurting them. Skunks are one of the most docile creatures that are out there. I mean, they're very docile. They'll come right up to you. They'll walk right up to you in the middle. It's one of the reasons why they're dangerous, because usually it's you who gets startled and act quickly and move quickly, and that's when they feel like, oh, they're in danger, and they spray you. Or if you walk up upon one unintentionally, they spray you. Dogs love to investigate things, and so they will run right up. They have great sense of smell, and so they'll know a skunk's in the area, and they'll go right up to it. And the skunk doesn't know that the dog is harmless or not, and it'll defend itself and spray. But normally, skunks are very docile. It's one of the reasons they make great pets. They make fantastic. If you can get rid of the scent glands, they make fantastic pets. And I have talked to a number of people over the years who have had skunks as pets. Because if you find them as babies, you can remove the scent glands surgically, and they make great pets. But they're very docile, okay? And it's very possible to remove these humanely, okay, and relocate them. However, I do not do this. Understand that if you decide to go that route, you must have cojones of steel. You must have bravery, courage, something, that is very much lacking in today's society. For me, I believe I have all those things. However, and I have seen it done. I know it can be accomplished. However, you are almost literally handling a live time bomb, and ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes courage, bravery, cojones of steel. Okay, I mean, it's just, that's what it takes. And I don't have time for that, okay? I just don't. So what I do, because I don't have neighbors who live nearby, okay? I can't see any of my neighbors, and I have a good amount of land. I dispatch them with a shotgun, turkey slugs, and boom, they're gone. Throw them in the woods, food for the vultures, okay? It's easy peasy. It's over in 5 minutes, done. They're real docile. They'll come right up to you. I can stand at a distance from them without alarming them. They don't know what hit them. And then, boom, out into the woods, away with them, and they become something else's meal in the circle of life. However, if you want to humanely, if you do not live in a place where you have that space and you have close neighbors, and just going out and shooting them is not something that you can do, here's what I'll tell you to do based on what I have seen and what I know. Okay, you want to get a live trap, one like this, a large live trap. They usually sell them at Tractor Supply, or they sell them at other places. You can find them online. They'll ship them to your door. But you want a large live trap, okay? And you want to be able to bait that with something that they'll come into. There's lots of bait options out there, and you can feed them some old chicken scraps or whatever. There's lots of different things. So get a large live trap, okay? And then you want to put that in a place where you believe the skunks are operating, that you catch them. And if you catch them, what you're going to need is a large tarp, an easy tent tarp that you can find, the plastic cloth type tarps that you can buy at Walmart. And that's what you want. You want to find that. And once you have your skunk, it's in the live trap, what you want to do is you want to approach that skunk with that tarp up, okay, tarp up. And you want to approach this, with covering your face enough where you can see, about here. And you want to approach that live trap with that tarp up and unfolded, and then slowly wrap that tarp around that live trap. Now, that skunk will not spray you, okay? Chances are. You got about a 70-30 chance. 30 chance spray, 70% not, okay? Chances are he's not going to spray you. A good chance he's not going to spray you. I've seen this done, and I've talked to other people who have done this. You approach it with a tarp, okay, and then you just slowly wrap the tarp around the cage, and you want to have a slit in that tarp so that you can, because usually the cage will have a handle on top, okay, and so you want to position that tarp around the cage so that you can put your hand through that slit in the tarp, grab the handle, all doing this very slowly. Understand that you are dealing and handling a live bomb at this point, a live bomb that can go off at any moment. At any moment, if you make some kind of rash decision, or if you make some loud noise, or if you make some, very fast, alarming movement, that bomb could go off. Okay, so you're doing this all very slowly, and you're picking up that live trap with the tarp covering it, and you're going to put it in, hopefully, in the back of a pickup truck. You do have a pickup truck, right? If you don't have a pickup truck, you probably, at first, you need to run out and go to your local car dealer and get a real vehicle called a pickup truck, four-wheel drive preferably. Anyway, so you want to put this in the back of a pickup truck, and then you want to then drive to a new location, and then, again, all this very slowly, not on bumpy roads preferably, very slowly. Again, imagine like it's the old days, and you have a pickup truck full of nitroglycerin, and nitroglycerin is very, very unstable, okay? Very unstable. And so if you rattle it too much, boom, okay? And you will then pay the price for your hastiness. So then you go somewhere where you want to release this thing, and then again, all slowly unwrapping the cage with the tarp, and then slowly, while you're being shielded with maybe part of the tarp, very slowly, very calmly, saying, soft things, nice things to the skunk, lash the hatch that's holding the live trap and raise it, latch it back so it's open, and then the skunk can then go out. Okay, that's what you want to do. Now, there's another option for you. People who have a live trap. If you have a live trap, you want to think about this option. There is a way, if you don't want the whole idea of dealing with a time bomb in the back of a pickup truck and everyone in traffic going, what in the world? There is another option, okay? And this is also humanely, but it doesn't result with the skunk being alive, okay? So what this is going to do is you're going to basically have a container of water, a large container of water, a water trough of some sort that you would use for livestock, something that would completely submerge that cage. Again, you approach the cage with the tarp up, wrap the tarp around, the slit is in the tarp, you can pull up the handle, and then transport that cage into a body of water, like a water trough, and let it go down in it. And that would safely dispatch the skunk without you shooting it if you're in a neighborhood. And then that way the skunk will be drowned, and you can then dispose of the skunk, okay? So there's two ways, if you're in a neighborhood, of how you can get rid of a skunk. I have seen both of those ways done, okay? The one drowning, and then also the guy who relocated it in a pickup truck. Interestingly enough, I saw this with a guy by the name of Steve May. And Steve May just passed away this past week of cancer. And so I got done with college when I was in Florida, and I had met him online. I was working with a website called MissouriCarry.com, and we were working on Second Amendment issues, and we became good friends. And when I came home from college, he was a trapper. He did a lot of trapping, and he had another friend named Charlie, Charlie Brown, actually, in fact, who also did a lot of trapping. And he took me under his wing for a winter season and taught me everything he knew about trapping. And I saw him do some amazing things, and also his friend also did some amazing things. I learned a lot from both of them. And Steve especially, he had me into his fur shop all the time, and I learned how to process fur and how to catch raccoons mostly, but other animals as well, especially beavers. He taught me a lot about beavers. And so he just passed away this last week of cancer, and I fought a hard battle, but like so many people who have fought that battle, he lost. But he will always be in my memory of the things he taught me. And one of the things he taught me was about skunks. And so this video is dedicated to Steve May, also known as M Trapper on the old Missouri Carry forum. So M Trapper, that was the name he went by. So if you have a skunk problem and you want to be able to deal with it without shooting it, like I do from a distance. Tim also has caught a number of skunks, one or two, I think, and he just, rifled through the head, and it didn't spray when he did that. When you shoot it with a shotgun, you got about a 50-50 chance it's going to spray. Okay. And that's okay. If it's out in the middle of nowhere, like it's been here, you just pick it up, throw it away, and the smell goes away. And they don't spray a whole lot when you shoot them. They just don't have that capacity anymore to do that. So as far as humanely relocating it, you can absolutely do it. If you have the patience, if you have the courage and bravery, and if you have the time. A lot of us today just don't have the time to do that. And I'm sorry, I have a homestead to take care of. I have boys to raise, homeschool, things like that. Don't leave a nasty comment below just because I won't save the life of a skunk. They're not endangered. There's plenty of them out there, and they can be a nuisance. But if you are insistent about humanely relocating it alive, it is possible. It's very, very possible to do that. Again, patience, bravery, and steel cojones. Oh, good luck with that. Leave a comment below. I want to know your skunk experiences. If you have dealt with this live bomb that is the Pipi Le Pew, please tell me how your experience went. Was it positive? Was it negative? Did you get sprayed in the face? I'd like to know about that. Share your experiences with others in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to learn from them. Okay. That's how we deal with skunks on the homestead. And, can't wait to read the comments on this one. All right, guys. Hey, listen, be sure to like the video. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed, the conversation, hit that like button. I really appreciate that. Also, if you're a homeschooler, we got these homeschool, while it's still legal, t-shirts for sale right now in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and, check out our ad at the end, sponsored by Zeal. Still taking that stuff. Love it. Take it every day, usually twice a day. I'm up to twice a day doing it now. You don't have to do it twice a day. When I first started doing it, I was doing it once a day. And I lost a lot of weight just doing that once a day along with a small meal. So it was good. Very good. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you next time on An American Homestead. Hey, guys, I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zervita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today. Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.